Welcome to How to Grow Your Yoga Practice. My name is Todd McLaughlin. I'm the co-owner here at Native Yoga Center with my wife, Tamra. And every Thursday, I offer this free webinar called How to Grow Your Yoga Practice. And the purpose of this show is to help you and to answer any questions that you have. Each week I pick a specific topic, and this week we're going to focus on how to control stress and live calmly. Is that a bold proposition? I don't think it is. I believe it's possible. Yoga has the power to transform our lives, and I began practicing yoga 30 years ago, a little over 30 years ago, and both my wife Tamara and I have been teaching yoga together for over 20 years, and we've learned a lot, and we want to share. I want to share what I've learned over the years with you. Those of you that are joining in, there's multiple ways you can access this free webinar. Some of you are on Zoom. And those of you that are here via YouTube and or possibly Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, there is a comment section below. If you can type in the comments that you can hear me and or type in where you are joining from. Also, if you can type into the comments below the words "live calmly," and that way I will know that you've joined in, which I greatly appreciate. Also, as I present some information today, there will be an opportunity for me to answer any questions that you have. And the way that we can do that is if you type into the chat box any questions that you have, and I will do my best to answer them. With that being said, I just want to let you know of some things that we have available here at Native Yoga Center for free. I have a website called nativeyogaonline.com, and there's a course on there called Todd's Top Yoga Tips Today. It's free, and I do upload the video from this class onto there, and you can access it anytime. Also, because this is being streamed live on YouTube, it is recorded and available on our YouTube channel. If you can go on YouTube and type in Native Yoga Center and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified every time I release a yoga video for you, that is greatly appreciated. Also, I have a podcast called Native Yoga Toddcast, which is found on all of the podcast outlets. And so if you are interested in seeing some of the guest speakers that I bring on, that is a great place to check out some more information regarding yoga and yoga practice. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and begin our endeavor and or look at reducing stress and living calmly. And so the way that I'm going to approach teaching you this today is through breath and conscious relaxation exercises. So with that being said, it's going to be ideal for you to find a comfortable seat, or if you prefer to lie down on your back, that also is an option. And so I'm just going to utilize my computer here so that I can check out who's been able to join in. Yes, I appreciate yoga helps one remain calm when life is uncertain. Thank you for that note. I do agree. You know, here in Florida yesterday, we experienced a large storm. And here where I am, where we're located in Juno Beach, it was just a little bit of wind and rain. But my friends located over on the west coast of Florida got nailed. I'm sure you've been watching the news with a Category 4 storm, which is no fun for those of you that have been through a hurricane. It's quite scary, actually. And so on that note, that's the real test. When we're under these sort of stressful situations like changes in weather, challenges with our career and or job and or with our friends, our family, driving down the road can be quite stressful. Yoga is a very useful tool. And on that note, that's why breathing exercises are really critical for developing a ability to tap into our nervous system and control our heart rate right away with our breath. So thank you for your comments. I appreciate it. On that note, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and come into a seated position. And so a couple of options. One, if you are comfortable seated on a cushion on the floor, the main idea really here is that if you can get your hips about the same plane as your knees, then you'll be able to sit in an upright position relatively comfortable. For some of us, though, sitting on the floor is not a comfortable option, hence a chair. And the idea is to find a chair where the knees are about the same height as the hips, where you can rest your feet flat down on the floor. And another option is you can lean against the wall. Another option is that you can recline onto your back and practice some of these breathing exercises from a supine and or reclined position. So once you've determined where you would like to set up your seat, the first thing we're going to do is work with a breath technique that is extremely simple, and it can be utilized under all conditions. When we practice in yoga, it's called pranayama. The word prana references life force, and ayama references to hold back or restrain. So the general definition of pranayama is breath control. In these simple breathing exercises, especially this first one, this can be done under any circumstance. It can be done while you're standing in line. It can be done while you're driving a car. And what it is it is a breath in through the nose and a breath out through the nose. The mouth remains closed. The current science points that the best breath rhythm to work at for overall health and optimal heart rate is a 5 or 6 breaths per minute. So that equals 5.5 second inhale and about a 5.5, so 5 or 6 second exhale. So what I'm going to do is count the breaths for you. And once you've achieved a comfortable seated position, what we're doing is bringing our attention immediately to the posture. And in yoga practice, one of the questions that comes up is, how do I make my yoga practice not just about acrobatics and or gymnastic and or stretching and flexibility, and actually have it help me to live a more calm and stable life? And so with that being said, we can pick any pose, something simple like a seated pose, and really this is the essence of yoga. Okay, and then once we are able to establish a comfortable seat, we'll be able to begin breathing through the nose and closing the mouth. That's the idea. So please exhale all of your air. We're going to do 5 breaths and breathe in through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a moment, hold where you are and just close your eyes and observe your heart rate. Pay attention to any sensation that you have in your body. Observe where your mental state is at in terms of if you feel relaxed or if you feel hyped up and or over-energized. And you can utilize your breathing, you can use your breath as a way to calm your heart and relax your nervous system. So this very simple breath, which is an even inhale to an even exhale, which is called a 1-to-1 ratio, is one of the most simple and effective breath techniques available. And so the reason you might already think to yourself, well, how is that so different from what I'm already doing? And what's really common when we're under stress and pressure is that typically we will breathe in shallow and we will exhale a little longer so that the ratio of the in to out is not equal. And so what we're doing is we're making sure that we breathe in for a full deep breath. Now, one of the questions that you might have is, well, how do I keep timing for myself? One way you can do this, if you're in public, then it doesn't make, obviously when you're breathing, you don't want to be talking at the same time. So you can use your hand, and when you breathe in, you can just move your fingers in a 5-second sort of pattern, and then you can close the fingers in a 5-second pattern for the exhale. That's one way that you're able to keep count. Another way is just silently to yourself. When you inhale in your own mind, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you exhale, the same thing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this technique works really good when you're going to bed at night. It's very similar to the idea that you've heard since you were a kid that you could count sheep, visualizing sheep jumping over a fence. I don't know if you've heard that or not, but the idea is to take your mind off of the things that are worrying and stressing you out, put them on something that you can visualize, and then utilize that sort of, now when you combine your breath with this, the inhale and exhale really even, this calms your nervous system and you can drift off into sleep a lot easier. Okay, the second breath technique that I'd like to point out is called box breathing, or this is a 1-to-1-to-1-to-1 ratio. Now this breath technique does involve holding the breath. Precautionary note, if you are driving or operating heavy machinery, don't practice doing breath holds. You will not black out holding your breath for the very short amount of time that I'm going to show you today. But sometimes people get carried away and they practice holding the breath while, longer and longer. You do not want to do that when you're operating heavy machinery. The other place that I need to give a word of caution to is do not practice pranayama in a pool or a bathtub or underwater, the ocean, without supervision. So you don't want to go underwater and hold your breath and try to hold it for a really long time until you get proficient at doing that above water level. All right. Hopefully that's for obvious reasons you can understand. All right, so with that being said, what I'm going to do with my hand is I'm going to indicate when my hand is moving up that that's an inhale. When my hand moves over to the side, you're going to hold the breath. When my hand is moving down, that will indicate an exhale. And then when I move my hand the opposite way, that's going to be a breath hold. So what we're going to do, so we're going to start off really easy. We're going to inhale for 4, we're going to hold for 4, we're going to exhale for 4, and we're going to hold for 4. So that it creates an even pattern. And now we're implementing breath holds. Part of the reason why we want to do breath holding is that it gives a chance for the body to equalize carbon dioxide and oxygen ratios in the blood. And this process is used to really calm the nerves as well. This is utilized by people in the Navy SEAL or even in the military. Obviously, they're under high stress, and this breath technique is used even on such common ground as military training. All right, so it also is a yoga technique. And so with that being said, once you establish your nice comfortable seat position, what we'll do is begin with exhale. Here we go, we'll do 5. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in normal. Breathe out normal. Good. Again, close your eyes a moment and just observe the state of your mind, your body, and the feeling in your heart, in your chest. And just see if you can just relax the whole body and create a nice comfortable position. This is another technique that I highly recommend. Very good. And the third technique that we're going to practice is called Rechaka and Kumbhaka. Rechaka and Puraka Kumbhaka. So fancy words, Sanskrit words that basically mean the same thing that we did. We're just going to do it a little bit longer. Okay, so this is a exhale retention and an inhale retention, done just slightly longer. The inhale retention is going to be held a little longer than the exhale retention will be held a little less. This technique is a little bit more advanced, but I have faith that you are ready for this. If after this lesson, either repeat by watching and practicing again, or you have any questions, please remember to send them my way. In the comments, I will answer them. Even after the session, if you go back on YouTube and type in, I will answer all those questions for you. And I do really appreciate you commenting, as it does help us to grow our channel. All right, so with that being said, here we go. Exhale your air. Okay, my hand going up indicates inhale. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 regular breaths. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, breathe. Good. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, breathe. One more. Inhale, breathe. Good. And exhale, breathe. Well done. All right, excellent. Again, just close your eyes a moment and just observe the sensation in the body. Observe your heart, your chest. Feel any sensation and just take notice and watch it. Through these breathing techniques, and remember the first one, the simple one, that's really all you need, is to bring your attention to your breath, to take your mind off of the thing that's stressing you out. And this can have a profound effect on helping you to achieve a state of calm and relaxation. The second approach that I'd like to point out are guided relaxation exercises. And on that note, I made mention earlier that I have a yoga podcast. Go to Native Yoga Toddcast or visit our website, nativeyogacenter.com, and check out episode number 63. It's called Need Sleep, Yoga Nidra. Okay, and so Yoga Nidra is a term that references the yogic sleep or the sleeping yogi, or the ability to go into a lucid state while sleeping. And so what we'll do here is I'm going to encourage you just to go ahead and lie down on your back, relax onto your back, just let your legs stretch out, create a comfortable position, relax your arms, and close your eyes. Okay, good. So if you're at your office right now watching for your lunch break, I realize that that might not be an option. So you can also just take a comfortable seated position, and you could be, if you're at your, I'm imagining maybe someone tuning in right now is sitting in their office cubicle, they have their lunch break, and you have some headphones on and you can hear me. All right, so on that note, you do not have to lie down. You can be seated in a chair and be totally comfortable. All right. With that being said, what we utilize as a technique, it's very simple, is relaxing the body consciously and just going part by part. And this is utilized in Shavasana, or after the end of a yoga practice where we're utilizing posture and breath. Typically, you'll be encouraged to lie down and just relax your body at the end of practice. And so with this being said, you are able to do this really anytime. It can also be done with your eyes open. If you're in a stressful situation, the main thing to do, and this is going to be in combination with your breath, like we already talked about, is you bring your awareness and attention to your belly, because we do hold a lot of stress and tension in the abdomen. What's really fascinating is that every body is so similar, and yet every body is so different. And you might start to be able to recognize where you tend to manifest stress and tension and or anxiety. And it'll be different and unique for everybody. For some, it's in the heart. For others, it's in the abdomen. For some, it's in our jaws. For some, it might be shoulder pain. For some, it might be back pain. For some, it might be in the knees. For some, it might be in the bladder. It can be anywhere in the body, and it'll move around and switch. But what you'll start to notice is that you have a certain disposition toward manifesting that stress in a specific area. Okay, if you know where that area is already, you've been paying attention now for a long time, and you figured out every time I encounter stress, I either feel something here or there. So you can go specifically to that area. However, for the purpose of keeping it simple, a good idea is to bring it to your belly and just observe your abdomen. And when you breathe, just practice, attempt to relax your belly. So whether you're lying down or seated, when you breathe in, let the belly push out a little bit. And when you exhale, allow your belly just to relax and to drop down. Or if you're seated, it'll just collapse in. And if you just first bring your awareness and attention to your belly and start doing deep diaphragmatic breathing, that means you breathe in deeply and you allow your diaphragm breathing muscle to drop down, and your belly will press out. And when you exhale, your belly will relax and the diaphragm will collapse back up and into the lungs. So just super simple. You just bring your awareness and attention to the abdomen, and you start breathing. As you breathe in, feel the belly expand out and open. And when you exhale, feel the belly come in. Bring your awareness to your feet. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your calves. And relax your knees. Relax your thighs. And release and relax your hips. Allow, again, the abdomen to completely relax, and feel your awareness work into your chest. And release your chest and your heart and your shoulder area, and work down your arms from your shoulders to your elbows. Release from your elbows down through your forearms to your wrists. And release and relax down through your hands, the palms, the fingertips. Bring your attention again to your neck and soften around the front, sides, and back of your neck. Relax your jaw. Relax your cheeks. Relax the entire face, nose, eyes, ears, back of the head, temples is on the side of your head, and to the scalp, and all the way to the top of your head. Continue to maintain awareness and attention on your breathing. And just feel each area of the body start to decompress, release, and relax, and let go of any stress. These are very simple exercises that you can utilize at any time, at any point. Some of the ones like the breath movement, where you breathe in and breathe out to an even ratio, you can do anywhere, anytime, and no one will even know that you're practicing yoga. Apart from, they'll probably get a sense that there's something unique about how calm you seem. Every time stress pops up, straight away go to your breath. Try it, experiment with it. See, I guarantee you stress is coming. I promise you. Stress is coming. However, as soon as you notice it, just start to feel your breath. It's so simple. And that's why it's so challenging. Like, why does that seem so difficult? It's not. Now, I understand if we've been under high anxiety for a long time that this won't be a miracle cure right away. You're still going to have to continuously remind yourself to focus on your breathing and calm down. But with practice, it'll grow. Your relaxation, your calm is growing. You are relaxation. You are calm. So present tense, in the moment. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm going to check out to see if anyone sent me a comment along the way so I can address and answer. Yay. Thank you, Marianne. You can hear me. And thank you for typing in "live calmly." I really appreciate that. Because if anything, it's just a reminder. It's a reminder to me. Because, man, I need some reminding myself. So thank you, everybody. Awesome. So great to have you all join in. And remember, this recording is available via Native Yoga Center on YouTube. Remember to check out our website, nativeyogacenter.com. And you can find this uploaded as well onto our nativeyogaonline.com. If you have any questions, if something comes up for you after watching this, post this current moment, you can send me an email at info@nativeyogacenter.com. You can call us. Our phone number is 561-296-7996. How else can you get in touch with us? You can fly to Juno Beach, drive, ride your bike. No. All right. So great to have you here, and have a wonderful day.